That's what you draw. In your eyes, I saw hope of a better way to cope with the pain and the scars and the lean and the coat. And I swear in that moment, I wish we were still close. Maybe I could have saved you, but no trigger squeeze, gun smoke. I opened up my eyes with a joke, heart pumping like Usain Bolt.
Ain't even started yet, so we good.
That's why you got that old new stuff over there. You can't even still not gonna stand.
Yeah.
That new.
You know we go.
And,
All right. Welcome, y'all. Welcome back. You are tuned in to the Comfortably Uncomfortable podcast. I am one third of your host, C. Red. I'm sitting next to
Diva J.
right across from me is
OG.
and we would like to welcome you back. This is what, the 10th episode?
Yeah.
Yeah.
10
episode.
in.
Started on May 22nd, so we just, we thank you for tuning in. We welcome you back. We like to start off every show with a little prayer before we start off, so you'll just bear with us for a second. Father, we humbly come before you. Thank you for this opportunity once again. We thank you for this 10th episode. We thank you for this journey. We look forward to continue this journey with each and every one that supports us. And thank you, Father, for everything that you placed in front of us as far as the opportunities. We ask that you bless each and every one that has been touched by the Haiti situation. And we ask that you continue to bless them and get them to a safe place, Father. We ask that you just continue to bless us as well as our listeners. We ask that all these blessings in your name. Amen.
Amen.
All right. Before we get started, is what we're going to toast. We're going to, y'all, that's not no club photo right there. My man OG Detox. He's setting an example. He's setting an example, but to peace and growth.
Peace and growth.
Peace and growth. He's setting an example, y'all. Salute. All right. So, before we get started, into paying the bills and all of that, I wanted to kind of switch a couple of things up, and I wanted to add a segment and just ask you guys real quick. I just touched, as you heard me, if you guys heard me on the prior, touched on the Haiti situation. So, the new segment I got is going to be called "What's Going On," and we just gonna go around and sometimes just pick up a current topic, something that may happen in our life, whatever, and just talk about it. And I just think that's a nice little shake up to add to the show. So I wanted to ask you guys, a lot of people may not know, but you guys are from Miami. And, Miami has definitely a strong connection as far as the people that have already migrated to Miami as far as Haitians. And I wanted to ask you guys, do you have any connections with it? Like, are y'all affected by this in any way? Got family members, anybody like that?
No, not for me.
No, I don't know anybody personally.
Right.
Well, I just want to make sure I ask y'all about that because it was on my mind and I just seen what was going on. I did a little research and I just seen that in case a lot of people don't know, a lot of Haitians have chosen to pretty much try to come over and be a refugee. And, they've chosen that journey and they've been at the border stuck. A lot of people have gotten across, a lot of people haven't. They've seized a few ships. The way we've handled it, from what I've read, is we've deported a lot of them, back to Haiti. But I just read something as well. I think this is via CNBC. They said that they have seized that we can no longer deport. No countries can, because they said it's no longer safe. They said that. Yeah, they said that they're the rebels, the guys that are pretty much have taken over the grounds in Haiti. Not safe for the guys to go back. And you guys can read up on this, but like I said, I just wanted to touch on that. But they said that it's going to get worse before it gets better. And bless anybody that has family, all of the Haitian descent. Anybody that's going through anything, our hearts are with you. So I just want to touch on that. All right, moving on. We got to pay a little bills. This show is brought to you by Circle Full. CircleFullApparel.com. You can see us in these tracksuits.
And around.
Yeah. I mean,
it's everywhere.
We got it on display for you. So if you want to shop while you're looking, you can do that. But go to CircleFullApparel.com. Go there, do your shopping. Hit Vigo up on the IG too. Like I tell you all the time, he'll work with you. He does custom things as well. You also may know the show is brought to you by Kreatively Yours as well. Kreatively Yours candles. You see this one burning here. This is the jar here. Go ahead and do your shopping there at Creatively Yours on IG and Creatively Yours on Facebook as well. Jar here is 22. Can here is 16. Cool thing about the jar is you can actually return that and get your discount on the next purchase. All right. Moving into the topic to get tonight, guys.
You didn't do the business spotlight, didn't
I didn't.
you? Are we trying to rush to the topic?
But I didn't have one.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, because I was thinking that we were supposed to do the library, and I was going.
Got you.
I was going to pretty much use the library as the.
I got one for later. We'll come back to it.
we'll
I got one.
Well, yeah, cool.
I got one. We
We'll
still
do
got
this
one.
spotlight on the back end.
Mhm.
All right. So the topic tonight, y'all. To be honest with you, this has been on probably me. If I can speak for me, and it's been on our mind for a minute. But the topic is, I said, how does the new school? You said, how is it, right? How is it the new school woman?
How is it that?
How is it that the new school woman wants an old school man?
Right.
And is that fair?
Mm-hmm.
So let me read that again. How is it that the new school woman wants an old school man?
Mm-hmm.
And is that fair? But I guess I wanted to go over the definition of the new school,
I think
old
we
school woman.
should.
So I'm going to go down with a checklist.
Yeah.
I got my handy dandy pen. Y'all tell me if this is no go or not. All right.
2021.
So, this is 2021.
2021.
This is new school woman. We're gonna do new school woman first, y'all.
Okay.
Y'all tell me too. Now y'all chime in and tell me if I'm wrong. Okay. So new school woman. These are the characteristics of the new school woman. Okay. A woman that feel like she don't need a man. Check. Okay. That's a check.
He said that so fast,
That's
didn't
a
he?
check. Okay. She make boxed macaroni and cheese.
No, she call it mac and cheese instead of calling
Excuse
it
me,
it's
boxed
boxed.
mac and cheese. Yeah.
She call it mac and cheese.
She make
instead
boxed
of
mac and
macaroni.
cheese. Is that a go?
So is that like
That's her go-to. Like if
she don't know how
if
to
you
cook?
tell her, right? Like if you
or
tell,
don't cook?
Or don't cook.
right? If you
Check.
tell her, if you tell her to bring a dish to
Check.
the family cookout,
Check.
she getting boxed.
Check.
All right, check. All righty, moving right along. Okay. Most will not date a man below a certain tax bracket.
Check.
All righty.
Mm-hmm.
I figured that. We on the roll, y'all.
How you watching that?
She eats a lot of sweet cereal. No.
I don't know about that one.
Mm.
I don't know about that one.
All right. I tried.
You want to break that down? What
Well,
you mean by it?
She don't cook a lot. So
Oh, okay.
And that's the
It's
same
like-
mac and cheese?
Yeah,
That's what
it
I guess
ties
so.
in. It ties in.
yeah, you're right.
Ties in the same
You're
thing.
right. Okay, you're
Okay.
right. Okay. All right. If you get old and sick or whatever, she will definitely not gonna change your opinion. Like she's not gonna change your diaper. Like basically, if things hit the fan, she's not gonna.
Oh, yeah, she's sending you
Yeah,
to
she gonna
That's
put
a
you in
check.
a facility.
Facility.
Yeah,
facility. Yes.
Yeah,
Check.
yeah,
So
check.
man, you better think about that. This new
Check.
school woman, the correct characteristics. All right.
Mm.
Now, she independent and she getting some money. I don't care how she get it, but she independent and she getting some bread. She getting to that bag.
Yeah.
New school woman, she getting to that bag.
Yeah.
Check.
Because we talked about that, OG, when you were like,
Double check.
she ain't got to eat that crow. She got to eat that crow.
Double check.
Yeah.
These
check.
women are CEOs now.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
true.
Like, come
Yeah.
on. How long you been in your career? 18, almost 2 decades? Come on now.
Long time.
So, yes, double check. I put a double check right there. All right. So, don't know how to make dishwater. She don't know how to make
So
dishwater.
she don't wash dishes.
The dishwasher, her best friend.
Dishwasher.
The dishwasher, her best friend.
Oh,
if you
man.
told her, if her
I'm
dishwasher,
gonna let y'all do that one.
if
I
her
don't know.
dishwasher, tell the truth, OG. Tell the truth, OG. I'm gonna say that.
I'm sure you have some 2021 women that wash dishes.
Don't know how. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Don't know how to make dishwater.
I ain't gonna say that. There's a difference between don't know how to and just don't want to.
Right.
That's a good.
Yeah.
I
That's a
think
good
a lot of
point.
them just don't want
That's a good
to.
point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
I think they all know how to make dishwater.
You right.
They just don't want to
You
make
right. You
dishwater.
right. That's a
Yeah.
good point. You
Yeah.
right. I'm gonna ease up on that. You right.
Yeah,
I'm
ease
gonna
up,
my
ease
bad.
up, C-Red.
All right. So here
Ease
go
up.
to that one then.
Hey.
All right, y'all ain't gonna like that one then. Sure.
Well, go ahead.
The air fryer saved their cooking life.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing. But don't hate on the air fryer. Now.
No, I'm not, because I got one at the house.
Because the air fryer is not necessarily a substitution. It's a different way of cooking.
Yeah, I'm not.
The air fryer is bomb.
Right. It's
Okay,
not. It's like when the
so-
microwave became. Like I'm not down.
Oh, we doing that?
No. I'm saying I'm not down in it. I'm saying like it's
What?
everybody uses it, but I'm just saying it for the women that can't cook. Like OG said, it's in the same category.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying the same thing.
Clean that up, because I use my air fryer. Don't
I'm
do
gonna
that.
put an X by it.
And I cook too. So
I put an X by it, y'all. I ain't trying to try. It's an X. All right. They really operate and move how men move.
Check.
Oh, double check.
Check.
And that's a big check. That's a double tip.
You put a triple on that one.
Yes, absolutely.
2.5 stars.
Yeah, because they definitely move. I'm telling you.
2.5 stars.
Well, check is fine. Y'all ain't gotta do all that.
No, that's
Those
a good.
are like
But see, it's a gift and a curse.
Yeah.
Because the women that do that, y'all usually don't get hurt like that. The women that move around like that, and they say, you know what? If I can't beat them,
I'm gonna tell you
y'all
on the
gonna get
show.
heartbroken. Then.
But I got a definition for that. I'll get that later.
Oh,
Okay,
Lord.
all right.
Okay, for that right there.
Okay, all right, cool. And the last one I got here is they are very successful and they choose who and what they deal with at this point, which I just said about.
Yeah.
You know how you was like they don't have to eat crow and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
All right.
I would agree.
All right. That's the women. That's the new school woman, y'all. Y'all can add anything to that, but I'm just gonna try to fly through these. Going to the old school man, y'all. An old school man is a man with a providing and taking care of the home mindset.
Check.
Okay, that's a check, y'all. All right. He's usually considered boring and the man that's tight with his money. Y'all, girl, you talk to me though. Y'all hearing them? Y'all picked up talking.
I don't know about the.
You gotta clarify.
Yeah, I
ain't gonna say tight.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say tight. He might be frugal.
Yeah,
Okay.
Frugal's
a
a
He
part
might
that-
be
you're right.
frugal because he looks at what's necessary and what's like just
Needs and wants.
yeah, just
That is
something you just
exactly. I
want
guess
to
I was trying to
have.
say.
Yeah,
You're right. Frugal. Frugal is the word.
I would say yes.
And
Y'all
you
do that
gotta
too.
touch on the boring part too, now.
Yeah, well,
not-
yeah.
Well, the boring part meaning
Don't want to go out nowhere.
going back to the new school woman, they're more active. They're more want to get on the scene, especially with the social media in place. Us old school, man, I say us because I definitely clarify myself as one. We're not really kind of with that. Like we more in the back scene. Like we like to travel and do things like that, but we just more low key.
We laid back.
We laid back and
low-key.
we ain't trying. We ain't gotta get credit for nothing. We would be
gotta have a limelight.
Yeah,
We'll
exactly.
sit back and let you have a limelight.
Yeah.
But we there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We just
Wait, would that be considered boring though? I don't think that's really
Some
boring.
women
Some women may consider it boring.
Oh.
My man don't want to do this. He don't want to do that. But shit.
Or don't I'll have women tell me you act like you don't want to be here.
Hours.
Because I'm not, happy go lucky. Maybe like you act like you don't want to be here, but it's like, I guess because I'm not, all just, I guess uppity and I'm cheery, but I do like to do things, but I'm not gonna react to it. But some women may clarify that it's boring.
Okay, well I guess you can check it then.
All right.
I guess you can check it.
All right, so he can use his hands to do something really good. Old school man can use his hands to do something.
Like a
really
handyman
good.
type?
Like anything. He could, I don't care whether it's bagging some dope, excuse my language. I don't care what it is. All the way to a brick mason.
Let's put it as
brick
good with his
anything.
hands.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Let's
saying.
say good with his
Okay,
hands.
but you have some new school.
What?
New school men
I don't
that
even
can
want
do
to
that.
train no light bulb. Them men can't even get on.
Yes, they can.
Man, I'm saying they can, but what you say, I'll just do that.
They
want to. Do they
Yeah.
want to? I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that in a couple minutes.
All right, well, go ahead.
I'm gonna get to that in a couple minutes.
I guess we can check that then.
All right. Check that real quick, y'all. All right. He can drive an automatic and a manual vehicle.
You know what? I'm dead with you with this list, man. I'm dead with you with this list.
You know an old school cat ain't so no.
That's irrelevant.
Let me go on my list.
Oh,
All right, next one on the list then.
But I get your point though.
You see what I'm
Because the new school,
he's like a jack of all trades type thing.
Yeah, but when you put in that term, first thing come to mind is really automobile.
I
To be honest with you, like the new, like new school. Yeah, you're right. A lot of these new school and young cats, they don't know what a stick shift is because it don't really exist no more.
That's true.
But you gotta the term you trying to put it together.
Yeah, you're right. I need to be more specific.
Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry, y'all, but y'all get what I'm trying to say.
It's
Next
Friday,
one
y'all.
on the
It's
list.
Friday.
Next one on the list.
What?
Y'all gonna love this one.
Oh boy.
He don't care for Jiffy cornbread at all.
Yeah, you was on one.
Because he
You made
want
this
homemade.
list.
He want everything from
Yeah,
scratch.
that's true.
For real.
Yeah, I see him.
That's
Come
true.
on
No,
now.
you're right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember my granddad.
Yeah.
Man, if my grandma tried to give my granddad some cornbread from the day before,
Yeah.
he could taste it.
Yeah.
It's something
Yeah,
about it.
I definitely agree with that. Yeah.
So check. So
Yeah,
yeah.
they definitely
I
want.
wasn't on one when I made this.
Yeah.
This is true. This is true here.
I don't know if
This
all
is
of
fact.
it's true.
Watch this. Never have to ask him to take the trash out or do yard work.
Check.
Come on now.
Check.
Triple
Check.
check.
I went on. I'm trying to tell you.
Check.
Yeah,
You
that's
ain't
not
gotta worry
that.
about your oil
that was-
change.
that was-
Gas gonna stay
what?
in your car.
Yeah, that's
Come
number
on now.
one. Top
Yeah,
of the list.
yeah.
Top of the
No,
list.
but you know the only difference with that is, man, and you're right. But the only difference now for us with the mechanical issues, they done made these cars so advanced.
Oh yeah.
That's sophisticated.
You
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
even get up underneath it no
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
to
True.
change the oil.
Yeah,
so
that's
you
true.
gotta take it.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm
That's
saying?
But you still, the
But
man
I-
still
but
gonna
yeah,
take,
but
you
you-
know
I
what I
get
mean,
what
gonna
you're
take care of
You
that.
ain't
But
gotta
the
do
woman ain't gotta
nothing.
go
You
sit.
ain't gotta do nothing with the car.
Nothing. You ain't gotta do nothing outside
Wash
unless
the
you into
car,
garden.
vacuum the car, put gas in the car, none of that.
You ain't gotta do nothing. Get in there and put it in park.
Where
That's
they
all
at
you
though?
gotta
Where
do.
they at though?
We gonna talk
Go
about it.
ahead.
All right. So next one. Usually have a pair of work boots and a set of tools.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think new school men had it.
Nah, because
Yeah.
I don't even care. Let me specify. I don't even care, man, if the tools is something you just done piece together. You got this piece, you got this rent from your uncle.
Yeah.
You got this saw from your granddad. Like, I don't care if you don't piece it together. It's yours.
Yeah.
That's an old school man.
Old school. Yep.
All right.
Yep.
All right. He understands that having the mother in the household is vital.
Stay at home. Make that like a stay at home.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's
He
really
understands
what
that.
old
Yeah,
school-
it is.
That's
Yeah.
what the old school man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He understands that.
So you take that.
Which is why he, back in the day, you see him work so hard so the woman could be there when the women.
Right.
Remember a couple shows ago, I was talking about how I was talking to the white woman. She was like, the biggest thing or the biggest joy is when she get her kids off the bus.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like a man understands that. Like,
Right.
a kid needs that.
Yep.
All right, moving right along. He knows how to bait a hook.
It's two I'm looking for. It's two I'm waiting on.
He knows how to bait a hook.
Keep going.
Are we checking that?
No.
I ain't
Just
think
keep
so.
going. It's
So
two.
let me just-
It's
What
two
the
I'm
audience
looking
think?
for.
Explain.
All right, let me explain what I'm trying to say.
What the audience
He can
Miss
hunt.
Keisha Macklin said new school can't even describe tools.
Oh, that's true.
They don't know what a
That
316
is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, she hit it on the head with that one. Yeah.
That's what I'm
For
saying.
real. For real.
Okay, so let me explain this one then. What I
Okay.
said, knows how to bait a hook. So what I'm really trying to say is that an old school man can go out and get dinner without going to the grocery store. He can either go out fishing, he can go out and hunt, he can either clean the fish when you get back. When he get back, hold on.
So it's like
hold on.
It's like hypothetically
Or
speaking.
he can grow.
Backwood.
Or he can grow. What I'm saying is
Backwood.
it doesn't exist now. What I'm saying is he can.
If it
And what I mean by
got
he's
to
seeing
that
his
point.
people
I
do
know
it
what you're
when they
saying.
grew up.
Yeah.
So even though we don't do it, because I know none of us do it now, what I'm saying is that if push came to shove, he can, because when he was growing up, he seen either his granddaddy doing it, his auntie do. Somebody will have a
I don't
garden.
know, dog, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I consider myself old school, and you know, my daddy from the island.
You know,
My daddy from the islands, and bro, I didn't see my daddy personally kill goats, and our goats be at dinner that night.
yeah, see,
I ain't doing
He
it,
ain't doing
dog.
it.
But if
if
you was hungry, you would.
Bro, I ain't doing
Man,
it.
if you was hungry, you would.
Bro, I could listen. I'm not doing it.
But I'm saying, if you was hungry and your family was hungry, you
Bro,
could do
I'm
anything.
not
not
doing
doing
it.
it. I'll find some food some other kind of way. I ain't
You want
lying
to kill
to
a
you.
chicken like nothing?
Bro, I ain't doing it.
that.
A deer, nothing.
But see, my daddy was raised totally different than I was. Like that was his foundation. That was his generation. Like
Yeah.
he grew up in the hills.
Yeah.
But most of us say we would never kill.
Yeah,
But let me threaten your family.
But see, Red, you got to think about it. We also, even though we are old school, we still city
Big
first.
city.
That's true.
So my parents from the country. So a lot of stuff that they did, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Yeah, I ain't doing it.
Now the growing and the planting, I do that. I thought that's peaceful.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Uh-huh.
But you talking about gutting? killing.
Ain't doing it.
Whatever.
Bro,
you have to
like
do.
it almost kind of traumatized me when I was a kid. I'm watching this goat running around in my backyard and the old man going to go get it.
I'm hanging them all by the hood,
I ain't gonna lie.
splitting him. We're gonna skin him. We're gonna make a jacket out the fur.
Yeah.
Wait,
We're gonna put the teeth on a necklace.
I ain't lying to you.
He said the teeth.
Listen,
I'm telling you,
I used
use
to
that part.
go fishing with my grandmother, and I hated
It's
it.
in you though.
No.
The fish
I
I
used
could
to
do.
no. I used to go fishing with her. She used to make me go.
Right.
I used to have to take the worm out the little white little cup and put.
Yeah.
So disgusting.
Hook, yeah.
Then we had to go back to the house and she started killing the fish.
Mhm.
Okay, so my point is, I'm agreeing with OG. I saw it. I was there, but I'm not going fishing. I'm not putting no worm on no hook. I'm not scaling no fish. I'm not cutting open, pulling the guts out. I'm not doing none of that. But I go to the supermarket.
Had to,
I'm saying
you would.
I will go to the supermarket.
No, I know supermarket.
No, if you had to,
And buy already good.
Supermarket gone is what I'm saying. Supermarket gone.
Walking Dead.
Yeah, it's Walking Dead is what I'm saying.
I guess I'm gonna be part of that Walking Dead.
What? I ain't got
I'm just being
time.
honest with
I don't
you.
even put my hands in no blood. That's disgusting.
Like that's just
It's
I can't.
survival.
I'm
What
too-
else you
it's
got on the
survival
list?
though, but I wouldn't know what
I'm too
to.
city for that. I'm
It's
sorry.
survival. But no, I'm saying all I'm saying is push comes to shove. You got
I'll cook, but I ain't got no fish. But go ahead.
All right, so going to the next. Let me see what I got next. All right, he doesn't really want you to know that he has guns.
Elaborate.
Yeah.
Meaning, he's not one of these guys that you're gonna see these new school, like you see these new school guys flashing their gun, letting you know what type of guy.
Basically means money.
Money, all that. Yeah. He's not that flashy type. He doesn't even want you to
It's
know.
only for protection.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't even want to use my gun.
He don't necessarily mean pow. What he's saying is just like guns is almost like flashing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like old school is not the flashy type.
Oh yeah. I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
check.
Yep.
We ain't finna sit around.
They don't do that.
We ain't finna show no
Yeah,
money
no
phone.
gun.
No.
guns,
Like,
none
They're
of
not
that.
even driving no new car.
Nope.
They
We don't
don't
want
do
to.
that.
We don't want the attention.
No, they don't do that.
We
I
don't
think
want the attention.
that's deep in me. Like,
Yeah.
For me, I should tell you, I drove old school for years. I'm looking for one night to go buy and drive.
I'm telling you, man.
That's just me.
It's just
I
in us.
don't- yeah, I
That's
just
how we
don't-
was taught, though.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mhm.
It feels and looks awkward when taking selfies.
Yeah.
They don't do that. Period.
Not
Yeah.
right, but when we do, I'm talking about.
they
I know we
I
be
ain't gonna
looking
lie to you. I
stupid.
kind of hate taking
I look
pictures.
stupid.
period.
Yeah, they don't even do pictures.
I be looking retarded. Like
I ain't too keen.
I
on it.
really do.
I'm not too. I ain't gonna say I'm uncomfortable. I'll take a picture here and there, but
I'm very uncomfortable.
I ain't finna be all. Hey, come on.
Yeah. Like, or could you take this picture for me? Like, if you catch me asking somebody to take a picture of me, I just want you to know, like, I'm either that drunk or like,
Yeah.
like I'm that drunk.
Right.
Like, you gotta know.
Right.
It's like y'all do it, but y'all don't really
Yeah.
want to do
If
it.
I'm coherent, I'm gonna be like,
Okay, like go ahead, just
Right.
take it.
But if
Like I
I'm
said, if I had
drunk,
a few
I'll
drinks,
be like, yeah, take the picture.
Go ahead.
Take the pic. And then get up in the morning and be like,
you know
who
what
took
I'm
the
saying?
pic?
I'm
Who
gonna have a
took the
hand
pic?
all here.
Yeah, all that.
You know, I'm
Yeah.
posing everything for
I
you,
swear.
man.
I swear.
But then I'm gonna look at them all like,
Yeah.
oh, shit.
Like, wow.
Like,
Yeah, delete that.
yeah.
Delete that.
Don't post that.
Please don't.
Right.
Yes. All right.
What else you got?
Moving right along, got a couple more.
Oh.
Y'all gonna relate to this. A lot of women can.
Mm.
We stuck in our ways and we're very stubborn.
Mhm.
We usually just can't like
All
you,
the
you
chicks.
cannot convert us to
All
like
the chicks.
the new way of
Stubborn,
thinking and all. Yes,
stubborn.
most of us
stubborn.
are. We're just very, very stubborn.
Yes,
Boom. All right.
traditional, old school. Yeah.
And last but not least, he wants just a traditional household, meaning he wants to be there with. He wants his woman there. He wants his kids there. He
Mhm.
understands that that's what life is about.
Mhm.
You know, getting that family, and I always say taking care of your village. So he wants that, which I'll say that's true
Yes.
as well.
I would say
Boom.
true.
You're missing two.
Talk to
Go
me.
ahead,
Because
Migo.
you said I was missing.
Because he clearly he ain't say the ones you think about, but go
You're
ahead.
missing two.
Please.
Chivalry
Yes.
is more than a laugh. He
Yes.
still open doors.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Open the door.
Like it's
Let me
first
speak on that
nature.
too,
Open the
because
doors.
I'm glad you said that. That's so great. All right,
Car
so listen,
doors.
Yeah.
let me ask y'all this, and I want to ask you this personally, Diva.
Mm.
When it comes to that, is that like a is that like a deal breaker, or is that something like do you want that? Do you desire that? And I'm talking about person like opening the car door, specifically opening the car door.
Any door.
No, the other doors are taken care of. I'm talking about the car door.
Yes.
Because
Well, you know what? It's funny you ask that because I have not gotten that regularly in my life. Period. I might get it
So
here.
You don't expect that.
Right. I don't expect it because I never really had it. It would happen here and there, a little bit, but it was never consistent.
And it's just a gesture too, right?
It's like
it's,
I'm gonna tell you what it makes you feel like. It makes a woman feel like that man doesn't even want you to touch the door.
Right.
It makes you feel like, he wants to walk you to the car, watch you get in the car, close the door. Like he's taking an extra effort just to make sure you get in there carefully. That's how I feel.
I can see that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like you would rather make sure I get in the car safe before you even crank the car.
What do you do when you get in the car?
What do you want to do?
Like, well, this must
you
be
just sit down.
old school.
So when
what's the next thing?
hold on.
You see where I'm going?
Hold on. So when he put you in the car, he opened the door.
Talk to me.
What is your next move?
Talk to me. Yes, ladies.
Wait,
hold on.
Wait. Hold on. Wait.
What is the next move, ladies?
You're supposed to open the door. Well, that's what. Let me say this.
Okay.
I have to own and be accountable.
OJ, we here.
I gotta own and be accountable. Huh? I gotta be accountable. I don't do that.
Okay.
And I don't do that because I have not been used to it being done on a regular basis. Now, I have done it many a times, but because I haven't gotten it in so long, now I get it now, but because I haven't gotten it in so long, it's like it kind of like went to the wayside, me leaning over. Right. And I know I need to get back into that habit.
Well, when we hit the button now, it's kind of null and void because when we hit the button now, both of the doors open up now. So
no, but it's still the gesture. It's just like the gesture of walking me to the side of the car, the passenger side, opening the door. I have to I have to retrain myself to lean over and open the door. I don't have a problem doing that. Right. I think it's a nice gesture as well. But because if I was getting it all this time, it would be no brainer. Like I wouldn't even think about it.
Second nature.
Right. So now it's like I'm getting it now. So now I have to retrain my mind to reach over and do it. Yeah. But I'm gonna take responsibility. Yeah. I don't do it.
That's a good
I don't do it, but I need to do it.
Right. And speaking on that, so I guess since we went through that list now, going into the old school woman, wanting that or desiring that, but the reason I asked you about the door thing because OG see where I was going with. You got to put if you're requiring those type of things, you have to also have the action behind it. So I think that's where you was going with it with the new school woman doing a lot of barking, but they ain't doing no biting. They ain't put no action behind these words that they're actually talking. So how do you feel about that, dude?
But to be honest though, it's not so much the reaching over, opening the door for me. Like that's not really it. It's the other stuff that's more. I don't think a man really cares. This is me. I could be wrong. Yeah. I don't think a man really cares if you reach over and open the door for you.
You're exactly right.
But what he does care about is a clean house. What he does care about is you cooking. What he does care about is you making him feel like a man in his castle. What he does care about is you making him feel comfortable when he get home from a long day's work, whatever that may be. Whether it's massaging his shoulders, taking off his shoes, whatever it is. Absolutely. But a lot of the new school women just don't cater enough, I think. I think it's more of them wanting to be catered to and not wanting to reciprocate the catering. Not saying all women. I'm just saying that based on what you see on social media, it's all about me, bills getting paid, trips, whatever. But when it's time for you to produce, it's like, I don't want to do that. I still want you to do X, Y, Z, but I don't feel like that right now. I don't want to do it right now. You make your own money, you go to work, so you want to use your money to do what you want to do.
Anyway.
Right. So my thing is, if my man is paying all the bills and I can keep my check, I need to do something with that. So I'm planning trips for the family and paying for it, romantic evenings, whatever it is. It shouldn't just be that the money I make is only just for me because I have it. You know what I'm saying? Or save and put into a business or whatever the case is. But I just feel like, some of these new school women want all these things from these men, but they don't want to give back in return. They don't want to reciprocate in return. Like I said, it's not so much the open the door thing, but it's other things.
Yeah,
like
things
why
you
are
mentioned,
you
yeah.
calling your man asking him what's for dinner?
Right. What you bringing home? What you gonna pick up?
Instead of you saying, babe, what do you want for dinner?
Well,
Or just making his favorite food, or maybe you plan a dinner out or something because you want to show him how much you appreciate him since he's paying all the bills.
Mhm.
You know, it's just things like that. I don't understand. I see a lot, and I know social media plays heavily,
Yeah,
heavily with the way the new school women are thinking. It's really not that many traditional women out there. I'm just being real. It's not.
Mhm.
It's not. You know, then you have the woman who doesn't look at a man like a man if they make more money than them.
Right.
That's a problem.
Oh, that's the
But like you said though,
That's a
like
problem.
you said, you chose him. So if
you chose him. You
you
did.
chose
Yeah.
to be with him
Yeah.
for whatever reason, you chose to be with him. So accept that. And and it shouldn't be no. It's no competition no more. If you choosing to be with me, ain't no more competition. We in this thing together. I don't care who bringing what to the table.
Mhm.
As long as we know we're not hurting, our kids are comfortable. We're able to provide them with a little better than what we had, and we can put some trust funds away, like you said, start a business.
Something.
If we can do all of those type of things, who cares who bringing how much in the house?
Mhm.
This is what we chose. This love. We didn't
Mhm.
choose the finances, but I know that is
Well,
like.
But you-
let me say this.
Okay.
This is where this topic gets kind of funky.
Mhm.
Because just like what you just stated, women that make more than men, and men get into those situations, and that woman tends to belittle that man and this and that.
Mhm.
Then you have it flipped to where the man makes more, and he takes care of that woman. It's not an even playing field. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, we have these men that go ahead and succumb. We use the word succumb, might be the wrong word. But you have these men that give in and say, okay, well, my stepbrother, she makes more than me. So she know I only make this. So he comes in, he plays his part. But for some reason, his part is never good enough. But then you had a man and the roles be reversed. And
he never holds her to
he don't thank you. He don't never hold her to that. It's like, whatever, baby. You know I'm a man. I got this. I'm holding shit down. You know, anything can happen. It ain't the way he finna go off on her or trip on her. Or, you know, it's just like, it baffles me because, like you say, we having this conversation, old school, new school. But I don't know, man. The shit is like confusing. But now you got, like you say, you got the independent woman now, and the independent woman's making this way more money.
And they're saying things like, I will not date a dude with a 9-to-5 job.
Yeah, but what
that you know you've heard it on, so you've seen it on social media. And
you're
my
right,
thing with
bro.
that is that when a woman says that, in my mind, that instantly tells me you're not dating for love or loyalty.
No.
It's
you
not.
You have your own personal agenda.
Right. There's no love or loyalty in your equation. What do you say on that?
What?
I
have a whole lot to say.
Go ahead.
Not that point. I had another
No,
point.
go ahead.
So I do want to say that, you know, with a traditional old school man, we have to take into account that those men had women who stayed at home too.
Yeah.
So the women were staying at home. They were not working. All they did was take care of the home. But now, you know, the way the economy is and how much money people make, the woman works because they have to work with their mate, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now it's like, okay, we both work all day.
Mm-hmm.
So when the woman comes home, she feels like, well, yeah, I know it's my responsibility to take care of the house, which what we talked about before about communication. But that woman still might want or need help because they've been working all day. So I think also if they have that communication going, you know, you can still have a man that pays the majority of the bills or whatever the case may be, or half or whatever y'all decide to do. But at the end of the day, we still have roles. Because I ain't cutting no grass.
Right.
Okay. We still have roles.
Right.
So I will take care of the inside.
Thank you.
he needs to take care of the outside.
That is it.
Now, the thing about it, also, another thing too, when we decide to take care of our responsibility as the man and woman in the house, I think that the woman should decide how that should be done. So let's say her cleanup day is Saturday.
Mhm.
That's her decision. She wants out of the house. I don't think a man should interfere with that.
I would
Like
never.
with my ex, you know, it was always I had to do something every single day. I don't tell you how to cut the grass. I don't tell you how to go out there and wash the car. I don't tell you none of that.
Yeah, you're right.
So as long as it's getting done,
Yes,
I don't think you should tell me when to do it, how to do it, how often to like.
you're right.
I'm not gonna keep no dirty house. Period.
Right, and
So-
that's what I was just about to say.
Right. So if Saturday was my day to wash clothes, you know, I straighten up during the week, but Saturday was my day. You know,
go in
right.
spring,
And that was one of the things that came out in counseling. Like, if she wanted a house, let her decide how to do X, Y, and Z. She wanted a house, and that was one thing our counselor said that she go outside and tell you how to wash the car, how to cut the grass, how to change the light bulb, how to show that. I never interfered with none of that.
Right.
So don't interfere with my stuff.
Well, let me explain the difference, D. You have old school tradition and value. When we talk about these new school independent women,
Yeah.
based on same thing what we touched on last show.
Mhm.
Like we just discussed, you got your things that you do
Mhm.
in your household.
Mhm.
The man has his thing.
Right.
So as a man, we go out here, we grind, like I say, 40, 60, 70 hours a week.
Mm-hmm.
We still have our responsibility as a man. Like you say, cut grass,
Yeah.
wash cars, take out trash,
All that.
whatever handy stuff need to be done around the house.
Mhm.
But nowadays, with the new school mentality, we got to do that, plus clean, plus do laundry, plus cook. This is the school I'm about to cuss. This is the stuff that is not being told or being said. Like we got way more stuff that got to be added to our plate. And I wonder why we going bonkers over here.
I understand that.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, no, hold on. You have your rules. You got your things that you do.
Right.
So if your thing is to cook, clean, then that's what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Like you say, I don't come to you and say, hey, come weed eat this while I cut this yard.
Right.
I don't come say, hey, you come scrub these tires while I wash the car. Or hold this ladder while I change the light.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my responsibility to do it. Then why can't you hold your own responsibility?
I agree with you on that. I agree with you on
But
that.
in today, we don't have that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep it real.
Yeah.
And today, we get a lot of, you know, when we talk about, let's say, the independent woman, they're more wanting help with their chores. They're more wanting help, and they always say, well, I need help around the house. Well, damn, I'm not helping.
Mm-hmm.
When it's time to paint, you don't grab no damn paintbrush.
Right.
I do.
Okay.
I'm gonna help paint.
But
you cut.
Miss
Yeah.
Keisha, Miss
I ain't
Keisha
cut no
said
grass,
something
though.
very
But I
important.
help paint.
What
Huh?
she said?
Miss Keisha said something very important.
What she say?
She said, I found that new school women tend to compete with their significant other instead
true.
of rooting for them.
Very
That's it.
You shouldn't
Come on.
compete.
Keisha,
You
that
shouldn't.
is it.
You,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
you're right, Keisha.
She
You
said,
should-
my success should be
Rebel.
your success.
but you shouldn't
Your
compete.
success should be
Yeah.
my success.
Yeah.
And that, and
It's not a
she
competition.
Is, but she's 1,000%
She is right. It's not a
She's
competition at all
1,000% correct.
whatsoever.
She's so right. She
Yeah.
is so right. That
So
is
right.
exactly what's going on.
It is not. Yeah.
Like,
Right.
that
Definitely.
right there is
So
probably
right.
number one,
Mhm.
because and some men are I have to say in the defense of the women too. That goes both ways, because you got some men that are in competition with the woman too.
Mm-hmm.
Like as far as when it comes to maybe finances, I mean social media, just anything that goes on. Like I remember talking to a guy, he was saying something like him and his wife was competing to see who get most likes on a
See,
picture.
that's that.
And I'm like,
You know what?
That's that VA tendency.
Wait. That's
yeah, I
it.
know what I'm saying. Like, but I'm like, what are you getting out of this? Like, what is the benefit? But I'm not.
Yeah.
And to each
I
his own.
got a question. I got a question. I
Uh-huh.
have to ask this. I was raised different.
Right.
Right. I think different. I move different.
Obviously, I know they can tell that by now.
All day long. So this is my question. The girlfriends y'all had, wife, girlfriends. Did y'all make y'all plate?
No.
You didn't. Okay.
Mm.
You never made your plate?
Then,
Okay. See, that's the thing, and this is a conversation I have had.
What you gotta do?
I've had this conversation. So my grandmother, when I was 16 years old, my grandmother is from Georgia. Okay. And I never forget, I was 16 and my boyfriend came over and she cooked. Grandma cooked for everybody. That's what she did.
Right.
So my boyfriend came over, she cooked. We're sitting in the slaughter room, living room, den, whatever y'all want to call it. Right. The chill room, right?
Yeah.
And she called me in the kitchen and she said, Joy, you need to fix him a plate. What? She ain't fixing a plate. You got hands? First thing I said.
Yeah.
She's like, you always fix a man's plate. I was 16 years old. Do you know to this day, not now. Yeah, I went there.
Not
I went there. Not now. Man, I was with fix a plate. Because that was something that was instilled in me as a teenager. And I'm talking about fix a plate, take the plate up. Like automatically. And I've had conversations with men that was like, you do what? I've been to events, gatherings with my boyfriend, my ex-husband, and I'm getting up, babe, what you want? Okay, go make the plate, make his plate, make the kids' plate, make my plate, right? And I've heard men say, man, I wish my wife did that. Man, I wish my woman would do that. Man, I was like, they don't. Because again, that's all I know.
Right.
But there are a lot of women, new school, who like, fix your plate. I don't fix your plate.
Matter of fact, she gonna get you to fix her plate while you in there.
Yeah.
She ain't even getting up.
Right.
That's new school.
Even with ironing.
Oh,
I always iron my man clothes. All you know is what you wearing. Let me know if you lay on the bed. I'm about to iron it. Like automatic.
They'll throw you in the dryer. They'll throw your shirt in.
It's just certain. Again, I'm different. It's just certain things. It's certain things that my grandmother taught me. My mom too, but my grandmother was that old school woman, and it's just certain things that I just feel like we're supposed to do traditionally.
But do you think? It's like what was the last part of the question?
What's that?
Excuse me, it wasn't even a question, but what was the last question that we had at the end of the statement? Is it fair?
Oh, is it fair? Yeah.
Is it fair that woman? Because when a few episodes I was talking about the disguise, how women get in disguise sometimes, and this kind of falls into that. You'll have some women that'll definitely put on a nice, get in character. And they'll reel you in, and they'll gradually show you, what they're actually, what they actually are. So, by that time we may be a kid in, or whatever your situation is. So, like you said, is it fair to the man?
Yeah, representative.
Is it fair to the man that actually? Because I don't even know, to be honest with you. Like, where do we go from here? Like, because we're in a situation now where. We already said women feel like they don't need no man, man feel like they don't need a woman. So if we're talking about our women, because you know me, I'm always going political with it. This was definitely the plan is working the way they put they put women in this situation to make them feel superior over the man in the Black community. That's why you see more of y'all in executive positions, or you see when we go out, try to get a job or go down to the child support office, y'all sitting in our face. Y'all got to be the one to tell us no, or you do got the job, or they. And I'm not saying that as a bad thing. What I'm saying is that it shouldn't. It shouldn't be that way. As far as we shouldn't view it that way, because men view it that way, like they're intimidated. I know you come across this where a lot of men are intimidated by successful women.
Right.
They will not even talk to them, or they just don't feel good around them. And like we talked about, women are not going to talk to the man that's riding in the back of the trash truck. Most women ain't. You know what I mean? So it's like, what are we doing then? Like, if are we really dating for love, or like, what are we doing if you? Because how you gonna find love if you say you find love if you not turning over every stone, in my
Mhm.
opinion. Not saying dating everybody, but saying like, okay, this person came across my path for a reason. Let me explore why. Not say this person came across my path for a reason, but he ride on he a trash man. So, oh hell no, I definitely can't talk to him. That man may be the man of your damn dreams. You know what I mean?
Say that one more time.
Mm-hmm.
Like you cannot discard anybody that come across your path, especially if you're looking for what you say, love or loyalty.
You know,
gotta
you know
turn
what
that
a good
soul.
example. A good example of that is that y'all remember Daddy Little Girls.
Tyler Perry movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with what's her name?
Tasha Song.
No,
Is it?
Idris
Yeah.
Elba.
Idris Elba and your girl, Gabrielle Union, right? So she was listening to everybody else because she was this high power attorney. You know, she's supposed to be with somebody that got money, that the same caliber as she, and things like that. But the person that she really needed, that was giving her what she needed, and what she's always wanted and looked for. He worked at a mechanic shop.
And you know what?
A mechanic shop.
And you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
And what's crazy is, Diva, really, it's a movie, but it's still real life.
It's real life.
This is what's going on.
But I'm gonna say this: it's almost like a give and take. If you have this independent woman that's making $100,000 a year, I'm speaking personally, me.
Yeah.
I don't see where the two can really work together based on saying being in love. Because if you have a woman that makes 100 or more, and you have a man that makes 100 or more, trust me, that 100 or more requires time. So your relationship somewhat might start to become business instead of love. Then if this woman works, she makes this kind of money, and then this man is just a hardworking man. He's able to cater to those needs that she needs.
Right.
Because if I'm making 150 or more, then I got to work. Yeah. So a lot of your needs that you want to cater to, I ain't got the time to cater to it. Because I got to bring home this 150, 160. But if I'm sitting up here, you make 160, and I'm just making 60.
Right.
I got the time to cater to your needs. You know what I'm saying? When you come home, baby, your bath water is ready. You need your feet rubbed, baby, cool.
That's a good point.
You get what I'm saying? And it's like, for me, like, I mean, you see it in society now. Like, you see a lot of people that's successful combined, you know, like it end up fizzling out. Because this person got to go do this, that person got to go do that, you know.
Never see each other.
So the only one right now I really see successful is really Jay-Z and Beyonce, because they're really in the same field. And they really work together. They do concerts together. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, like, nah, you have this actor that's doing this, and tell you a lot of actors. You have this actor, he's with this other actor, they're together for maybe 5 years. Because he in a movie over here for 6 months, she at home, like you lose that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't.
So are you really, I was just gonna say real quick, are you really saying, OG, like, so the success, if a successful person can't be with another successful person, you know damn well they can't be with somebody that's not as successful as them, meaning finances. Right?
Yeah.
So that's basically what you're saying. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
They can't work it out. Two successful people can't work it out.
For me, I personally don't see it. And I'm gonna take, like, for me, for instance, like at one point in time, I was gung-ho trying to be a coach. And what I mean, on professional level, college, and if I go further, fine and dandy. But I gotta understand that job requires so much time.
Especially college.
Dog, requires so much time to where I'm gonna neglect a whole lot.
Yeah.
And then my significant other, honestly, if she working, then I in return neglect my kids. Because I don't have the time for it. No, coaching is damn near 24-hour gig.
It is.
So if I'm coaching, and then now I got this independent woman right here, she's independent, she got her own business, somewhere suffering.
See, this is what
our relationship is gonna suffer, and then us raising our kids gonna suffer.
Right. I ain't think about it like that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not knocking nobody. Listen, women, get your bag. But what I'm saying is, it something something's gonna suffer. I promise you, something's gonna suffer.
And it's usually the love life.
We usually your love life,
Yeah.
or usually it could be your kids,
Yeah.
but something is gonna suffer.
Mm.
That's why, for me, I don't know. I look at it different, man, and I just say, for me, like, when you have a family, all you need is one to chase the bag, and the other one to sacrifice for the time being. You know, like I stated, shows before. Like for me, my mama did that sacrifice, while my daddy went out here and got it.
Chase that bag.
Chased that bag, and my daddy was getting the bag. Like my mama had to work for nothing, even though my mama worked. But when she got off of work, it was me and my brother.
Yeah.
That's what she attended to.
Yeah.
When we got of age, that's when mama said, "Now is my time."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That particular time, and my daddy, he had to understand he had to fall back.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But see, that
That's a
was
great
kind
damn
of working
point,
as a unit.
Yeah.
You don't have
That's
that
a real
nowadays.
family. That's
a
how it's
real.
supposed to
But I don't
go,
think
don't have
in
that.
my opinion.
I don't think we have enough men doing that.
You don't have that.
We don't have enough men that have that mentality of I'm gonna get it by any means necessary. Right. I'm gonna go out there
do whatever.
right to make sure my family is provided for, because you don't necessarily have to make more than your woman to still take care of the house.
Right.
Because you can still take care of the house with a woman that makes more than you.
Yes.
It just depends on budgeting and priorities and things like that.
You know what?
But nowadays but see, a woman will look at the check first
Right.
before they look at qualities
Quality.
of the man.
Mm-hmm.
Because see, for me, I'm like this. Okay, listen, if we both working, we gotta this budget, we gotta get this thing together, we're a team, whatever. You don't necessarily have to make more than me, but as long as we can pay our bills collectively, I'm good with that. You ain't gotta make more than me.
Right.
It's about communication and budgeting. You see what I'm saying? I'd rather have a man who makes less than me and give me everything else I need than to have a man who makes a whole lot of money and I'm around here sad all the time. Because I done married a chick.
Watch this, DJ.
What?
We hear this on the regular. I don't care if you hear it in other podcasts and Facebook, they have different blogs. Women, main thing, is what they say. He better not ask me to go half on the mortgage or half on the rent. Am I lying? Am I lying?
Is he lying?
America, am I lying?
Yes, I've heard that.
I don't think I'm lying.
Yeah, I've heard that.
So, here it is.
Uh-huh.
You don't want to go half on nothing, but then you want other things. And don't get me wrong, because if you're an old school traditional man, your value is I got the rent or I got the mortgage.
Old school men are not, they paying it.
We paying it.
They paying it.
We ain't got time for other stuff.
No.
But you want so much in return to where you want time, you want to go do this, you want to go do that, you want to do that. All that comes with a sacrifice.
Yeah, it does. It does.
All that comes with sacrifice. And the new age women are not necessarily willing to sacrifice.
I was about to say on all behalf.
On all behalf.
Everybody needs
Because just like how you stated earlier, nowadays, to freaking run a household, it does take two income.
It does.
So if it takes two income and your man got to work 50, 60 hours a week to, let's just say, withhold his, and then to make sure the family's straight, you doing your 40, and let's just say this man doing 60 to where he doing 60 hours a week where he only making 60,000. You doing 40 where you making 80. So you see this man grinding, he taking his goddamn $10 out of his check, giving you the whole goddamn check. So why you can't compromise?
I don't know, because
Even if it does come to a point where you know what, babe, for the sake of, baby, I don't need you working that hard.
Right.
I need you around for me and the kids. I want us to spend time. I want us to do things. Here, what? Instead of you working in 60, cut your shit to 40. You know what I'm saying? Even if it ain't even paying half the rent, it's still picking up the slack somewhere else. And when doing that, not belittling him.
I'm about to say, but will they?
And that's what I'm saying. These new age
Will
women
they?
are doing it.
Will they say, okay, well, he's the
No.
man of the house.
No.
So if
New
he
age-
say cut my hours because it's going to be better for the family as a whole,
New age ain't doing it.
But see,
are they
that's
going to do it? Because now you cut into the check. Now
Right.
you cut into her bag. So now she feel like, nah, because I can't do this.
But do you
But
know
the
that's
man do it all the time.
But look though, that's the main reason.
I'm
In
just
my
saying.
opinion, that's the main reason that it, in my opinion, is submitting financially to a woman for a man is the hardest thing to do. Because we already feel like we talked about the marriage. If we tie this knot, we're gonna come out on the shit end. Excuse my language. We're gonna come out on the bad end. But also too, if I submit financially, that's all I got. I'm going like if you could really just take the role from under me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
given
mean?
time.
Mhm.
Yeah, any given
Any
time.
given
So
time.
like OG said, if I'm giving you my whole check for a man to submit financially to you like that, in my opinion, this has to be a mutual submission.
Yeah.
Like ain't no way I'm finna submit to you like that. And this is what's going on in relationships. There's no way that man's gonna submit to you that way if he's not getting the submission on the other end.
Mhm.
And a lot of women, that may answer your question why you are like, damn, why I can't get a man, or why my man don't give me the whole check when he come in and let me run the house the way I see fit. Because you're not submitting to him.
Mm.
You're not submitting to him. And thing is, he's just as wrong for not submitting to you as well. Because again, y'all look to us as the provider. That's exactly what we want to do. But we want somebody that we can actually trust,
Yeah.
not just financially.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna speak for myself. OG, you can test it. I can trust you with my life. Like I said in the beginning, if I get sick or something, I need to know you'll sit down and heal me the transition. Take me on the transition, change my diaper and all that. And I just get the good wipes.
I
Get
need
the
a
good
wipe.
wipes. I don't want them depends that leave a rash.
Clean it good.
Yeah, I don't want the little rash. Give me the baby powder, sprinkle the baby powder all on. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna give you the difference. Watch this. You take an independent woman that takes a less figured man, and she take care of all of that, right? Something goes down. That trust that you're talking about, it turns into where, like I just said, he has no leg to stand on. Get your shit. Get out of my house.
Oh yeah, we heard that.
I pay the bills here. I do this. I do that. Let's keep it real. Nigga, you don't do this. You don't do that. Now let's take the roles on the other side. The man paying all the bills. Something go down. Oh, we don't uproot you. We don't uproot you.
Oh, we'll be a scumbag if we
Thank
did
you.
that.
We'll tell you. We'll
out,
tell you to get your shit. Go.
She gonna be like, "Who you talking to? I ain't going nowhere."
9 times out of 10, as a man, we'll get our shit and go and
Right.
leave you the house. You put the kids
she ain't
out.
going nowhere.
We want to make sure you comfortable at all means, even if we ain't seeing eye to eye. But see, that's why C-Red's talking about that trust. That's why it's hard for a man to just take $10 a check and give. Because we know a lot of times women get into that emotional state, ooh, it ain't pretty. It ain't pretty at all. But we know if the shit hit the fan in our state, we're gonna always look out whatever the best interest is.
So you saying the new school woman won't?
Oh man, no.
No.
Oh, get your shit, get the hell up out of here.
And I could bring my check to this is for most new school. I could bring my check to a new school woman. See, the old school woman gonna run that household like a Fortune 500.
Oh yeah.
See, I could bring my check to an old school
And
woman,
budget,
and it's
right.
gonna be like a investment.
Yep.
I ain't never got, like I told y'all a few shows ago, I ain't never got to worry about coming to you if I need some boots or something.
Yep.
I know, just pronto.
Yep.
A new school woman, I could take her my check. She ain't gonna do nothing with it. She ain't finna save. She ain't finna budget. She ain't finna. She don't care to do that. And that, like I said, that's most. Y'all can tell me if I'm wrong about that, but in my opinion, I think most of the new school women, they got no intentions of trying to save no money. So, all right.
I see a whole lot of comments.
Yeah, I'm about to say
it's a lot of
Go
comments.
ahead, Big. Go ahead. What the audience talking
Yeah, we
about?
need to go to the audience. But hold on, before we go to the audience.
Y'all know I got one more on my list too.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
can do
yeah,
the second one. Yeah.
Yeah, just one more.
Yeah, let's do that. But before we do that, I just want to ask the audience to chime in too. Tell us what y'all think, man, about not only my list, Well, about the new school, old school woman. You know,
They got a lot to say.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
let's go. Let's do it.
So our brother Econuel,
Mhm.
Okay.
what up, E?
What up, E?
He says, modern women tend to think their duties to their men are optional when they feel like it. Like if they're mad, they don't want to cook, they don't want to clean, but they expect their men to fulfill their duties regardless.
No matter we mad.
No matter what.
Yeah,
That is 100%.
And
I would agree.
Miss Keisha, she agreed, you know. She said new school women love with conditions, while old school women and men love unconditionally, no matter what.
And hard.
True.
Very hard. True.
And our brother Derek Smith, he said he think it's much harder for men now because most women expect them to know how to cook. Expect their men to know how to cook, clean, as well as pay the bills. You know, while the women make their money and
do what the hell they want to do.
My purse is going on
I
trip.
said that.
Do
It can't be like that.
Damn sure did.
It can't be like that.
Damn
right,
sure did.
right.
Yeah.
So
What's your other one?
You had a wonderful list, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you missed chivalry.
Yeah, chivalry is important.
And this one, me and you spoke about plenty times. You even broke it down to me to make me look at it differently.
Talk to me, because I know
you know, we'll love for our women to come in with a different wig or this, that, and the third.
Well, I said that today to my coworker.
We'll love that, but
that
we
today.
love the natural, man.
it makes us feel like we with another woman. And the same thing. It's the same thing with y'all when we role play. Make y'all feel like y'all with another woman.
Right, but when they wear their natural hair, man, and they just let it all.
Just let it flow.
Just let it flow, man. It's something about it, man. Like,
so that was your second one, right?
That was my second one.
You're right.
You and I spoke about it.
You're right. You exactly.
Old school man would prefer the natural hair.
Not the weave, not the the made faces, not the injected bodies, not the just a regular old. Because I got stretch marks.
Let me do. I follow the map.
I got stretch marks on my hips.
I love it.
On my thighs.
Yes.
All natural.
I don't want it if it ain't got stretch marks. I don't want it. It ain't gonna fit. But see, here, I'm gonna say this. Let me say this, OG, about the enhancements of a woman. And I always preach on this, and I just need women to understand this about old school men. When we harp about this, we're not trying to down women about it. All we're saying, I'm gonna say this. We're talking about the women that don't feel pretty without it. Like, for example, if you gotta throw on your makeup and throw on this before you run up here to Walmart, and you gotta throw on your little popcorn bag and shit, and run up here to Walmart, and you gotta do all that. You can't walk out the house now. Those are the women we talking about.
Yeah.
We ain't talking about the women that doing this just because you want to feel pretty for the night and you want to jazz up with your girls. And we ain't talking about y'all. So don't take that, because a lot of women take offense. Those type of women take an offense when we say that, but we're not even talking about them.
Yeah.
We're talking about that woman. The women know who they are, who we talking about. You don't feel pretty without it. You feel like I have to have this in order for me to look feel presentable to the world.
Yeah.
So I want to clarify that. I want to clarify that.
You ain't got to clarify, man. They know who they are. You
right.
got to wear that damn cake or bake. Listen, that's what it's called. You got to wear that cake or bake. You got to put on 4 pounds of blush. Got down 10 strips of damn. Like, come on, man. Like,
that fish fry.
That's too much. Yeah. Then you get them home after they get up in that morning. You don't know who they are.
It's stuck right to
your pillow. That's your pillow up. Then you roll over. Hold on.
Who are you?
Well, it's just a matter of loving yourself.
It is.
You gotta just love yourself.
If you do, but those are the ones.
If you know, you ain't got to spend 2 hours putting on makeup. So where you go there, makeup, pow, zoom, baby, we out. Right. You got natural beauty.
Right.
And I hate to see when there are some beautiful women.
I'm talking about natural beauty.
That still result to this cake or bake.
I got a question.
I got a question for this. I don't do all that.
For the audience and you can chime in on this. I got a question, and we'll wrap it up in a minute, y'all. I just got a question. This is for the women. I'm speaking on this. When your man, and I'm speaking of your man, either you're in a serious relationship. I ain't talking about no man you just messing around. I'm talking about a serious relationship, either working towards marriage or you married to him. women, when your man tell you, just tell me now, if your man tells you that he prefers you without certain things, or I like you better with your natural hair or without the eyelashes or whatever the case is, why is that an issue? Why is it that you'll say something like, I'm still gonna do it? Because at that point,
what do you mean?
I've had some women say, I'm still gonna do it regardless, no matter what you tell me. And at that point, your man's gonna say, well, who you trying to look? Who you doing this for?
What they want to do. And instead of, you know what I'm saying, it's like if I come to you and I say, babe, you know, you ain't got to wear no wig. You ain't got to wear no wig. I love your hair like that.
Right. He's
The
telling
next
you.
day, I'm seeing you in wigs. The next year, you still in wigs. The next 2 years, you still in wigs.
Okay,
Babe, I don't need that.
Okay, I have a.
I need you to chime in.
Yeah, because
because this is in our circle.
My opinion and thoughts on that are a little different because of my experiences. So I feel like a man should accept a woman how she is, right? So you met her that way. That's what she likes.
How you wake up.
Accept what you got.
But what if you didn't?
Wait, I ain't finished. Accept what you got, okay? Because you met her that way. You know it's what she like to do. She like to wear wigs, like to wear sew-ins. Hey, accept it or leave it. That's one side. Now, the other side to that is, for me, if my man says, well, you know what? I like this better, or I think, you know, this shows your natural beauty better, or, you know, I prefer this better, or this turns me on, right. Whatever the case is,
all of that.
I am going to do that. But at the same time, when I want to put my wig on, when I want to get my sew in, when I want to put 5 colors in my head,
which is fine.
Hey, that's cool.
I'm gonna do it.
So,
cool. but see, it's kind of a fine line almost, because in my marriage, you know, it was, I want this, right? To the point where it was always what he wanted. And I did not do what Joy wanted.
That was more controlling.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. So I think you have to have a balance when it comes to that. Because if you tell me, you know, I love black hair. Yeah. I hate black hair. But you love black hair. Yeah. Every now and then I'm gonna dye my hair black.
Right. That's all.
Because you like it. Because you like it. But at the same time, I'm not going to lose who I am and what I like to please you.
So deep.
It's a compromise. But I just feel like when women, when they just do what their man wants to do, they lose who they are.
Yes.
Right? Then the insecurity comes into play. Then they lose themselves. Right. They don't know what they like anymore. And it's a problem. So it's a balance. Like if I say, you know, babe, you'll never wear, you know, camouflage shorts and some Timbs, and because I like a man who's versatile. Okay, you always in doggone suits all the time. Can I see you like Jay-Z? You know what I'm saying? And every now and then you surprise me with that. Do you still be you? Do what you like to do, but you're still pleasing me at the same time. It's a balance. Exactly, so I get what you're saying, but it can't be. It can't be all the time. Right. And when I want to be Joy, Diva J, I don't want to hear nothing.
And I'm still gonna love you.
I don't want to hear nothing because you met me this way.
Yes.
You're absolutely right. But I got a question.
Go ahead, ask your question.
I want your honest answer.
I'm gonna give you an honest
America, give me your honest answer too. Let me know if I'm being too superficial.
Go ahead.
I got this #1 pet peeve with this damn bonnet. This bonnet, thing? This bonnet just
wait, bonnet how? Are you mean bonnet out in public or bonnet for bed?
I'm talking about bonnet in bed.
Okay.
I
got a solution. Go ahead, ask your question.
So am I being too nitpicky about the bonnet? Because for me, it's like I want to see all women laying there. That bonnet just does something to me.
I have a suggestion. There's a couple things you can do, right? That's not one of them.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
You gotta
hush.
you know,
Listen. It's a couple things you can do, right? So, one, women can get satin pillowcases, right? Because the bonnet is satin.
Mhm.
So if they get a satin pillowcase, they can lay on the pillowcase and their hair still stays intact. That's number one. Number two, the other option, you can do all what you need to do prior to sleep with no bonnet.
Mhm.
You got to shower, put your lingerie on, give it to them, put it on, whatever you want to do, and then be ready to go to sleep. Get the bonnet off the nightstand,
Cool there.
put it on, go to
Mhm.
sleep.
You can't say nothing.
So it's
Yep.
it's
Can't
it's
say
more
nothing
than
at
one
all.
way. But no, you should not. Just DBJ talking. I'm not about to get in with no bonnet on. I'm just not doing it.
Unless it's a quick.
So I'm gonna come out the shower. I'm gonna have on something sexy or whatever the case is. We're gonna do what we gotta do. And then when I look over and see you about the doors off,
Throw that thing on.
bonnet on.
And if you want it in the morning, take it off.
Right, that's
That's
it.
why I love this show.
It's
man.
simple. You know what I'm saying?
I learned something.
If he wake up in the morning and he rubbing on me,
So I'm not wrong.
no,
Okay.
take it off.
Okay.
because I
You
get
ain't
it.
gotta take it off then.
Because see, that's just I understand that because it's all about sex appeal, right? It's all about attraction. So if a man says, you know, or you feel they getting all riled up and you grab that bonnet and the thing go down, problem.
That's true. Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? But
I ain't
it's
think
more than
about
one way to skin a cat. You don't always have to just do the norm. And when you have a man that don't like the bonnet, like I said, get a satin pillowcase. Put it on when everything's done. You definitely should not be putting on a bonnet if your man is not attracted to no bonnet. What you gonna ride him with a bonnet on?
Yeah, see, I ain't gonna lie. I don't
It
care
ain't,
about
you don't
that.
even look the same.
I don't care
You
about
look totally different.
that. I
Can't do that.
But you're right though. I mean, but you know my philosophy as far as taking care of that.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care about the money because you know, either.
Well, you're different, but I'm just saying it depends on what your man likes.
Yeah, you're right. That's what I'm saying.
I don't feel like you should be like, man, whatever. I'm putting my bonnet on.
Yes.
It shouldn't be like that. It should be like, okay, well,
I
I'm
know
gonna do what
you
I
don't
gotta
like
do.
this. Yeah.
But when it's time to lay down, I'm gonna cover my hair up or I'm gonna get a satin pillowcase.
That's why I love this show. I promise you. I never thought about it being that
It's
deep.
more than one thing you
Getting
can
the satin
do.
pillowcases.
Yeah.
Yes, man. Hey, man, y'all heard that. Go on, get the pillowcase. You know what I'm saying? If you're a man like OG and you don't like that, next time you want me to come home, have them pillowcases ready. Don't even tell her.
Satin
Just have
pillowcase. That's all you
pillowcases
need.
ready.
That's all you need.
Ain't no excuses then. You know what I'm saying?
Where can I get these things? Where can I get this?
Beauty supply.
Amazon.
Beauty supply, Target, Walmart, anywhere.
Amazon. Sure, you
Yeah.
can go anywhere get that.
Because see, I wear my hair natural, so I ain't gotta sleep with nothing on my head. I can go straight to sleep.
That's
Cotton pillowcase.
sweat.
Satin
Sweat if
pillowcase.
you want to. You
So
know,
when I get up, I just shake it and go.
that's
Everybody ain't natural like me, so.
That's what we want. That's what we want.
So
All right.
ain't we got any comments over there, Vigo?
Any more comment? Before we wrap this thing up.
Miss Ruby said the same thing you said. She said it's nice to know that your man what he likes, but it's also nice to be able to do what you want
Absolutely.
At all times.
with your body and your appearance.
I agree.
And she said bonnets are not going anywhere.
They ain't going nowhere.
They're not. They're not.
They done
And
made them fashionable
I
now.
don't want them to go
They done
anywhere.
made them fashionable now.
But just
Yes, they are.
at that time,
I
like
get it.
sis say,
I get it. Because I don't want to see
You know, for me, I'm
certain
honest,
things.
for me,
either.
you come to bed with a bonnet, that means we finna go to sleep.
Right.
I hope you're gonna be
You're not in the mood no more.
Shit,
You're
we
not
finna
in
go
the
to
mood.
sleep.
You're not in the mood.
Like, if
You're
I
not in the
can't
mood.
have a high, my eye
You're
blow.
not in the mood. You're not in the mood.
And I'm gonna be like, for real,
So
like,
that's
like,
so that was
serious?
so that what you saying? Like if she comes to bed with a bonnet, she's letting you know.
Oh, she don't want none.
I know she ain't want none. Like you can tell what sort of
See, I
time
ain't
she
taking
wear.
it.
If no, I'm saying if you know your man is not going to get in the mood with a bonnet,
Right, that's true.
and you come to the bed
That's
with a bonnet,
Yeah.
you don't want none.
You don't want none.
You ain't trying to get none.
It's a rare life.
You ain't trying to hit.
It's deeper
You
than
don't
rap.
want to do
It's
nothing
deeper than rap. I know
It's a
you're
rare life.
because it's like
Wow.
why?
Yeah,
It's
I never
common
thought about
sense.
that.
He don't like it. He's not gonna be attracted to it. He ain't gonna get up with it.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna come with it on there because I don't want to do nothing.
So you just let him know. So you ain't even got to talk.
Don't even touch me.
Yeah.
Let your roll over, go to sleep.
Just
Wow.
just don't worry
Man,
about
I
it.
Night
swear.
night.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Night
Pretty
night.
much.
All right, y'all. I hope y'all learned just a little because I promise you.
Did we answer the question though?
Yes, you did. I saw.
Did we answer? How is it that new school women want old school men. Do we answer that question? Is it fair? Is
It's-
it fair?
Let's go.
Yeah, you're
Is
right.
it fair?
I don't think
And
it's
it's not.
It's not fair.
It's not fair.
It's not fair
It's
at
not
all.
fair.
That's
Not
the-
fair.
So to answer the question, no, it's not fair. And but speaking on what y'all just spoke on, though, I think it's just what we always revert back to: communication.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
if you communicate with your partner, man, I mean, you really can't go wrong.
At the end of the day, you just can't be selfish. You
Ooh,
can't. You
that's
cannot
number one.
expect your man to do everything you want him to do, and you still do what you want to do.
Right.
It don't work. That's really all it is. You can't want someone that's traditional and you're not traditional. If you want a traditional man, that means you have to do some things traditionally.
Mhm.
That means if y'all both are working,
Yeah.
you know, you still have to come home and cook.
Yeah.
You still gotta clean, whatever that you choose. You still gotta do the things role wise a woman is supposed to do in the house. So it's not fair to the man to say you want him to do all this stuff. And like OG said, you ain't. What are you sacrificing? What are you doing?
Competition is
What are you
like
doing?
he said. He think like
Where your check going?
That's exactly why I think it's like that. Like you said, like he's I forgot the guy's name, but he says it's a competition or something.
Yeah, it can't be that. And why you compete with your spouse, your mate, your partner anyway?
But
That's supposed to be your best friend, like you said. That's supposed to be somebody that's your ride or die, your support
This is
system.
true.
What are you competing with your mate for though? Like I can better see it, you know, with females, competition type thing, jealousy, blah, 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 envy, whatever.
Right.
But your mate, that's the person that should be your person.
Mhm.
Like that's the person you should rely
We're
on.
gonna die
You
together.
talk to. You know, if anything go down,
mean-
it's the first person you call in. Like
Yes.
I don't get that. I don't
That's-
get being in competition with your mate. I don't understand that.
that's the new school mentality. But let me also say this. We have a lot of older women that are adapting to this new school way of thinking as well.
Oh,
So it's not if you 45 and 50 where you should be traditional, your mindset is flipped
yeah.
to where you think in this new way.
Mhm.
And like one of your questions that you asked earlier, and I told you I get a name for it.
Oh,
A lot of this new school attitude and new school mindset is basically called nigga tendencies.
Mm.
A lot of women are starting to have nigga tendencies. And this is where it's drawing this friction between men and women. Because as a man, thank you. As a man, we see it and we know it.
Yeah, we can't help it.
But we don't want our woman to have that nigga tendency. We don't want our woman to be hard. We don't want our woman to be out here trying to chase this bag to where, you know what I'm saying, it's taking you from you being a woman.
You losing focus.
And that's
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
a lot of new school don't realize.
It's like Eddie Murphy and Robin Givens and Boomerang. Remember that?
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that? It's the perfect
Yeah.
example.
Yeah.
Remember how Eddie was that little lover?
Yeah.
He was the lover boy,
Mhm.
player boy. He met Robin Givens. He met his match,
Mhm.
and she did him exactly how he do women.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he just couldn't
Yeah.
handle it. He
Yeah.
was just torn up. But he had Holly Berry, who he really needed. He was overlooking.
Yeah.
It like
Yeah.
that's the world we live in right
Mhm.
there. That boomerang. That's
That's the world we live in now. But I'm gonna tell you what's crazy, and which I know they did.
Mhm.
But if some of them are listening, go back and watch BMF.
I ain't watched it yet.
Go back and watch BMF.
Mhm.
You're gonna see a scene that basically shows you old school tradition between a man and a woman.
Sure does.
This man go to work every single day, and this man bring his check home to his wife. He don't even see his check.
Nope. And what she do?
So she distributes it the way it sees fit to distribute.
That's right.
So part of the scene what ended up happening is they was behind on the mortgage.
Yeah.
Buddy came in there, he don't understand.
Why are we behind?
Why we behind? I give you my check, this and that.
Because she paying for everything.
She paying for everything, but you know the one thing she did not necessarily do, she didn't belittle him.
No, she didn't.
She's like, listen.
And was submissive.
And still gave it to him.
And was submissive.
And was
And what she
submissive.
did was, she said she broke it down, she explained it to him. baby, yeah, you'll give me your check,
But
but it's not enough.
that's right.
This is why I wanted to go out and work and try to make ends
That's
meet.
right.
She even conversated with him.
Yeah.
She didn't bring
Yeah.
it down. She
Yeah.
just took that initiative.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when the shit hit the fan, she didn't make him feel like he
That's
was
right.
less of.
And she still trusted
And she still,
him.
thank you. And you know what that man
She
ended up doing after
still
she broke it down
trusted
to him?
Yes.
That man walked right to his wife, grabbed her, kissed her, and did her right there in that goddamn kitchen.
That's
And
all
what-
we
But
need.
see, but that went past a whole lot of people.
Yeah.
But
Oh, you
see,
know
but
that.
what he said to
You know
her
that.
was, "I'm going to handle it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm gonna make it
I'm
work.
going to take care of it. Whatever I gotta do."
Dude, I'm gonna make it work.
And she trusted those
Mhm.
words and left it
I
alone.
left alone.
Gave it to him.
Told her we gonna be
Didn't
all right.
argue. Didn't
Right
say
there.
what you gonna do.
Mhm.
None of that.
She ain't question
She
him.
was just like,
See what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's what we need.
and he
in our
didn't get
community.
mad at her for doing what she
He
had to
didn't.
do either, because she paying bills. Kids got these stuff for school. This got to be done. That got to be done. She tried to
She said the
fit.
car messed up.
Yeah, she
I
tried
had
to
to do
just
this.
Mhm.
pass the money out the way she felt it needed to be, you know, and pay certain things and please everybody and make sure her kids didn't go without and all that.
Right. That's
So
exactly.
she was handling a whole lot of stress herself that she didn't put on
I
him,
was just about to
That's-
say
that's
that.
important,
I was just about to say
because
that.
he gave her the check. She didn't worry him about it. She worried herself because she's the head. Not the
That's
head.
my
I'm sorry,
department.
not the head.
But that's
The
your
woman of the house.
Right.
So
Yeah.
she felt like, I'm not going to worry my man with this. I'm
Mhm.
gonna just figure it out.
This is my department. Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell me behind in the mortgage. I'm gonna just figure it. I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna do that. Whatever.
Mhm.
And when he came to her and she told him what happened, he didn't get mad at her for that.
Mm-mm.
He was like, okay, I'm just doing what I gotta do.
It sounds like they got closer.
No,
That's what it sounds like.
they got
He
closer.
said
You gotta trust
he
each
said
other.
They were in it together.
Yes, but I'm
You
gonna
know,
tell you.
Team, a
that's-
But I'm gonna
team.
tell you where it goes back to what you pointed out earlier. That trust.
You gotta trust each other.
He trusted his wife. So
Right.
when she came to him, told him what was
Yeah.
what, he didn't even question.
Nope.
He had submitted
Didn't
to her
get
financially.
mad.
He didn't get
Yep.
mad. He didn't question.
Nope.
He understood, and he had that trust in her to
Yep.
know that's what she was doing, how she was distributing
Yeah.
the money.
Yeah.
So it made it a
That's a
simple
great
conversation.
Great example.
Until like today, if that man submits and give her that check, then all of a sudden the mortgage is 3 months behind. What the hell the mortgage 3 months behind?
You
You don't
have
see,
an explanation
you ain't got no explanation.
Right.
First of all, ain't gonna be no explanation.
Yeah.
And second of all, as you recollect, well, damn, I did see you buy this Gucci.
Oh,
Gucci,
no.
I did
Oh,
see you
no.
buy this.
You just came from
Like,
a
I don't
trip.
understand.
just
Yeah,
came
you
back
went
from a
out of
trip.
town, like, hold on now, you're not doing so. That's where it's completely different
Yeah.
than back then to now.
Yeah.
Men can't trust it now. I'm gonna keep it real with you. It's like we can't trust it now to say
That's
we're
what
gonna
I'm
give you our
saying.
whole
Yeah,
check.
yeah.
Back then there was trust. And in that new part of that show, dog, it show you when you watch it, you'll see.
I'm definitely.
It's
Because
Sure.
he saw it with his own
He
eyes.
saw it
with his
She
own
went
eyes.
to work
Yeah.
trying to make more for them. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
He saw it.
Yeah,
You
she
know?
kicked in now. She
So,
kicked in.
What
She
you
didn't
said,
stay
OG,
home.
that's the perfect example of how
Yeah.
a family's
That's a
supposed to
perfect
be.
example.
It is.
Perfect example.
It,
And
Because she
it
wasn't
went
working.
over my head.
And she
So
wasn't
y'all-
working at first.
Yes.
She got a job to help the situation.
See, that's the type of stuff that we need
Yeah.
in the community, not only just for what we talking about, but the kids that's watching, so they can repeat the same damn thing. You know what I mean?
but that cycle is lost, bro.
Oh yeah.
That cycle is lost. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want nobody to think I'm pointing fingers. There are a lot of men that still have that tradition. But based upon society now and how, like how we talk, C-Red, how things have changed and how the government and society has flipped things
Yeah.
to make the woman so independent,
Yeah.
we can't get it back. I'm just be honest with you, it's tough to get back. You have to find that diamond in the rough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just like how women say they looking for that diamond in
Yeah.
the rough to the man. Shit, trust me, we are looking for it too.
But here's the thing, though, OG, that goes back. I'm glad you said that. Going back, and this, we can finish it all with it. The way we can do that is like I'm turning those stones over.
Mhm.
Stop ignoring the people that come across your path because you're looking at the tax bracket. You're an old school
That's true.
woman. You're a new school woman. Like you said, I'm honoring the finances before I even, look at anything else.
Yeah.
And if I can't get past the
Mhm.
finances, I'm not looking at anything else.
Mhm.
But here's the man. This was the man of your dreams.
Sit right in front of you.
You like the back of
You
your
couldn't- you
kneecaps
couldn't
licked,
get
and
past-
he's a good kneecap licker.
Mhm.
That's what he does. And you missed out on it because you looking at a tax bracket. Meaning that you about to keep it moving, move on to someone that is in that tax bracket, but you're not getting what you actually desire. So I think if we can just kind of solve that, we'll be a lot better. But I'm with you, OG. Like I always said, we're at a point of no return.
Yeah.
Because we already think we don't need each other.
Each generation,
Yeah.
it gets
And-
worse.
Yeah,
But hold on though, if this is the case, we finna let y'all go. I promise. I know it's Friday, but this is what puzzles me, DJ.
What?
Vigo. We sit here and we'll bark and we live by and stand on. We don't need each other, right? How the hell we keep having babies then?
I don't live on that because we do need each other.
But I know what I'm saying though.
Yeah, we do.
But the majority is on some. I can do this on my own. Men and women, I can do this on my own. I got this. I don't need a woman for what? La 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 la. If that's the case, cool. Like I said, to each his own. But there shouldn't be no babies popping up.
Oh, that's fine.
That's gonna happen. That ain't gonna change.
But what needs to change though? So the men that do pay all the bills and a great provider,
Yeah.
I mean y'all tighten up in other areas.
Let's say majority of the bill.
When you say
Or whatever.
tighten up in other
Majority,
areas, when you say
all, whatever.
when you say tighten up on other areas,
And I need you to tighten up and still giving a woman what she needs, because a woman's needs are not
details,
just financial.
Nope. And I've learned too, DJ, definitely not just sexual, man.
No. Oh no.
You got to stimulate her mental.
Oh no.
Like,
Not only that, but I talked about this before. So I don't. So when we think about the traditional man, now we talked about this, with your list and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But a big part of the traditional man for a woman is the providing part, right? But I don't want men to get stuck on the providing part that they forget everything else that goes to that relationship. You can't just be a provider and come on and kick your feet up.
That's what yeah.
Like, we need romance. We need a thoughtful gesture. We need you to think about us in different ways and show that
Guilty.
it's
Guilty.
you gotta do different things to keep that relationship going. It's more than money. I want us to not focus on the money so much.
Yeah.
It's important, don't get me wrong, but it's not the most important.
Sometimes it's because our previous and our prior situations, the women that we dealt with put so much stress and strain on.
I get it.
Bringing that money home.
I get it.
That
But you can't just come home and kick your feet up because the bill's paid.
You gotta keep in mind what you did in the beginning, man.
Yeah, you got to.
How you do the
like you can't be all nice and sweet.
Good morning.
The first
gorgeous.
few weeks.
Yeah.
Right.
And then next thing you know, it just dies.
Basically,
or you don't do anything nice and thoughtful for your woman.
Things you did to get it.
The things
you
I did to get it, I need to do to keep it.
You gotta do it. You gotta do it.
And all that sounds cute.
It ain't cute. It's needed. It's necessary.
Fairy tale?
It's necessary. No, man. No. It's necessary. It's
Diva.
necessary.
You're 100% correct. I'm not debating that.
Yeah.
You're correct.
Yeah.
But let's be real and let's get into reality. Because when I first date you, you first date me, yeah, we're gonna do those things. But once we start to live together and the reality of life take over, a lot of that falls by the wayside.
Does it have to?
It don't.
It shouldn't.
It shouldn't. But to be honest with it, it does.
Bring
and when
it
it
back,
does,
though.
hold on, I'm just gonna say that. And when it does, it takes both of you
Yeah, it does.
in that form of communication
I
to
agree.
bring it back.
Be honest
And
with you.
also, you have to hear one another. Because if it goes by the wayside, there's something that's going on, whether it's between one person or both persons. So you have to hear that person or hear both individuals on what the issue is, to where, okay, if you can help in this, then we can alleviate that. Or if you can help in that, we can alleviate that. And then I know we all want what we want, but we all have to realize there's some things that we want that's truly not that important, to where we have to sacrifice to what the other person wants.
Yeah.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I was saying
All the
earlier.
material
Like,
shit.
like you can't get home. Like, it can't be to where you saying you need help with cleaning. I need help with laundry. I need help with that. Well, come on, man. Like, I'm not saying that you don't need help or that you should get help. But again, there's other requirements that I have to do in this household as well.
Right.
So if I suck up my shit, then you gotta suck up yours.
Right.
And then now let's just come to a common ground where we'll say, let's form a schedule.
Yeah.
Like how you say.
Communicate.
Man,
yes.
I do laundry and that. Okay, but I tell you what. If you can do your laundry early in the day, and I do what I got to do early in the day, we can hang out Saturday night. Then Sunday, we can finish what we got to do. And then Sunday evening, Sunday afternoon on, then that's our me time.
Mm-hmm.
We can compromise things like
Absolutely.
that. You get what I'm saying?
And I think that is necessary.
And it is.
Even if you're washing the car, I rinse the car.
Yeah. I mean, and to be honest with you, I'm
You
gonna say
wash, I rinse.
this is what I think needs to happen.
More like you.
I'm just saying. I
Little
don't have
things like,
a problem with that though. Like I don't have a
do you
problem
mind me going
helping.
grocery shopping with you?
No.
Because that's the type of things I like to do. Like,
But I'm not cutting grass.
no, you ain't got to.
I ain't
But you
cutting
can go out there and
I-
plant some of
I
these
compromise on
flowers.
stuff.
You
I ain't
plant
got no
some of these
grass.
damn flowers. When I'm damn cutting.
I'll
You go
pull
over there and-
weeds. I'll pull weeds.
Yes, absolutely.
I'll pull weeds. I ain't
But that-
planting.
The reason I say
I
that
ain't
though,
planting, but I'll pull some
I
weeds.
agree with that.
Oh, okay.
But this is why I say that. And man, you need to hear this. Because me just observing and thinking, I look at little things like that as, those are little small things that we take for granted as far as like going grocery shopping
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah.
That's time I can get in with you.
Yeah.
To where
That's quality time.
now you ain't stressing me while I'm watching the game on Sunday. We just
Oh, I ain't
spent,
gonna do that no way.
we was in Publix 2 hours.
I ain't gonna do that
Laughing
no
and
way.
kikiing
Yeah.
together. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I just look at those little things. Like if you're doing those like small things,
Yeah.
sometimes I remember one used to say its and bits make hunks and chunks. You do those its and bits things, you're gonna eventually get
That's
hunks and
true.
chunks.
That's
And
true.
that's all that's exactly how I'm
You're
operate
right.
in a relationship. But again,
Right. You're right.
who am I? I ain't never been married. I ain't never had like a long relationship. I'm learning.
Mm.
But this is the things I'm applying. Y'all teach me so much. I swear y'all do. I swear you do. But anyway,
Go ahead.
we're gonna wrap this up. Anything
Any other
else?
comments from the
We touched them all, man.
viewers?
But
We good?
I just want to say, man, y'all did a great job.
Appreciate
Great
it.
goddamn job.
Appreciate it. Should we just, is it safe to say then old school women ain't got no business trying to deal with old school man? New
No.
school women ain't got no business dealing with old
It's
school
oil
man.
and water. No,
Ain't got no business.
it's oil and water.
And vice
If you're
versa.
not willing to compromise,
And vice versa now.
if you're not willing to compromise
Yes.
and not be selfish, then no.
Old school man ain't got no
I'm
business.
not
You
looking-
know,
this all I
can't
want.
see-
Because it's women out there dealing with the same thing. With
Oh, yeah.
dudes just sitting
Yes.
around playing the PlayStation all day.
yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I just want both parties to know.
But that's
you know
new
what I'm saying?
school on new school.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm about to
So
say it's new
let
school
them
man
have
it.
too.
That's
New
new
school
school
man.
on new school. So
Makes
let
a lot of
them,
sense.
y'all figure that out.
Yeah.
Y'all
Makes
in
a lot
y'all
of
lane. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Like
Y'all
you said,
good.
like we just need to date. The old school need to date old school. New school need to date new
Mhm.
school. If you're trying to have some success.
Exactly.
Mhm.
In our opinion, I guess.
Yeah.
But one last thing, and I know we're wrapping it up. I'm gonna tell you what I found out was very interesting, and this happens a lot. You have a lot of younger women that don't want to date men their age.
Yeah.
They're looking. You got a lot
Looking for
of 28-year-old, 27-year-old that's looking for 40 and up.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
No, it's been like that. Like
Oh,
2021,
But I'm
looking for
talking like
28,
now. It's
30.
like
It's always been like that.
bro.
and
Yeah.
they look.
They ain't looking for 30-year-old. They want 40
They're
and
not
up.
even ashamed.
No, I'm
of
talking
that.
about
the-
They
they
put
young
sugar
one.
daddy needed.
Yeah,
Sugar
but it
daddy
ain't
needed.
even necessarily quote unquote the sugar daddy. You know, sugar daddy is the ability to pay master.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
They just want that maturity.
Mhm.
Old school man.
Old school guy, they
Because
want
that
that
guy that's
maturity.
27, he on the game
He on the
already.
game. He ain't paying their ass no attention.
None.
None whatsoever.
You
And
right.
they're realizing that now.
Yeah, you right.
So it really does tie into the topic.
It does.
But if
Yeah.
you're gonna come on this West Wing over here,
Right.
and you want this traditional, baby girl, you got to adjust some shit.
Yeah, you do.
You got to adjust a lot of shit that you
Yeah,
got, because I'm
absolutely.
telling you, your mentality is gonna be nowhere near what his mentality is.
It's not.
So it's a lot of adjustments you gonna have to do, and you got to be willing to make that adjustment. And
Yeah.
if you not, and you still want to have some of your old school views, like
Cause that old school man gonna need some It's up from you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You gotta be willing to do
And
it.
he not gonna want his woman out in the streets
Oh,
every
no.
single week.
No.
So a lot of y'all thinking y'all gonna get this old school man and still be out here clubbing. Oh man, trust me, he ain't finna vibe with that.
Nah.
He's not finna vibe with that. Like, he gonna be like, oh, no, baby, you stay out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got something you missing out there.
When they say you for the streets,
You
you
for
for
the
the streets.
streets.
You for
stay
the
out
streets.
there.
Go on out there with the street. Yeah.
Can't
You stay out there.
Can't even cook. But go ahead.
You better learn how to make some dish water.
Yeah.
That's what you better do.
Dishwater.
Not some dishwater.
You better learn how to make some
All right,
dish
so you can wrap it up.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up.
Hold on,
You said you had to say this.
hold on.
I do.
Real quick.
Uh-huh.
I would like for the women who has an old school man to understand that man may have a plan for you.
Yeah.
The more you help him, you really helping
Helping
yourself.
Yeah.
Investment.
That's true.
Investment.
Because
Mhm.
the more you build him up, the more you take off his plate,
For sure.
the more he can add to that plate.
Mhm.
Sure. For sure.
Amen, brother.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Y'all heard
saying?
that?
Yeah.
Amen, brother.
Yeah.
Amen.
The more he can add to it, because an old school man, he's gonna make sure home is taken care
That's
of.
right.
Mhm.
And he may be old school, but he see the new school.
Yeah.
And he want to live that life where
Right.
he's financially free. He
Oh,
don't
yeah.
have to worry about this,
Oh yeah.
all these resources out here.
Oh,
So
yeah.
many
We don't
different things
want
he
to work
can do.
9 to 5.
Right. There's so
We
many
don't.
different
We
things
want
we can
to.
do
Yeah.
now to elevate to the next level.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the more you help that man, the more you take off his plate, the more he can focus, the less
Absolutely.
stress he has.
Don't beat them down.
The more he can bring in
Mhm.
to the house.
Wow.
Don't beat
You
them
know what
down.
I'm saying?
The whole time he can give you, you know what I'm saying, on things that you want, need, and that you want to do.
He'll submit more.
He'll submit
he'll,
more.
That's
He'll
what
do
you're gonna
it.
get that.
He'll,
bringing
like
the
y'all
whole shit
said
home.
before, he will give you the fucking work.
The world.
He'll give you the work.
All
His
of
life.
it. All
His
of
life.
it.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm
He's
with-
able to give you more if you just add into that pot.
Absolutely.
And whatever financially, just
Yeah.
mentally,
Yeah.
you doing what you got to do at home. You making sure he's straight. He not worried. Streets if
That's right.
he's straight at home.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Gotta wear them
So-
wigs. Play them roles. I'm
I
just
agree.
saying.
I agree.
Straight up.
All right.
Okay, anyway, wrap it up.
Business like you said you had.
Okay, so yeah, so I can do my business spotlight and my flower. Same time?
Yeah.
Okay, so my flower goes to my girl Shelly. Shelly has been my girl for some years now. When I took a break from teaching, I went into corporate America, and she was one that showed me the ropes. Like she was my ride or die, and still is to this day. Ride or die. We was getting money. We was getting money together. And she always had my back, and I'm always have her back. I love you, Shelly. And she has a business called Cold Cases Boutique. Follow it on Instagram. Cold Cases Boutique.
What's she say?
So
It'll
she
be in the
sells
description too,
cases, of course, for all phones, but she does sell a lot of nice, fashionable, cute, sexy, funky jewelry at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, you know how you have that women, you have a cute outfit on, you can't find the right earrings. Let me tell you something.
She your girl.
Man,
That's your girl.
her earrings are fire. I'm telling you, you will love it. Long, they cute, they sparkly, they grab attention, all that.
Mm.
So Cold Cases Boutique, I'm telling you,
In the
Instagram,
description too, y'all. It'll be in the
Yes.
description.
great. Just check her out. Reasonable prices, stuff you would love to wear, goes with any outfit. But my flower is Shelly. I love you, girl. We're gonna be tight until the end of days. Okay,
Shelly.
Shelly.
Hey,
Cold Cases Boutique. Holla at her. Check out.
OG.
man, boy. My flowers again, man. Got to go to the man upstairs, man. I really have been on this journey. And when I just tell you, man, this journey has just been so pleasurable, so wonderful, man. And like I told y'all now, I'm detoxing. With my detoxing, I'm fasting as well. So just to be on this journey, just to become closer to him, you know, like starting to see the directions.
Things unfolding.
Things unfolding, you know what I'm saying? I'm starting to see the directions. I'm starting to see, you know, where he wants to take me, where I need to go, where I need to be, you know, and it's just unexplainable, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Humbling.
It's very humbling, very unexplainable. As they say, man, prayer works wonders, and it does.
It sure does.
You know, it does. So my flowers go to my Heavenly Father. I mean, I thank you, I cherish you, I adore you, I worship you, I love you.
Amen, brother.
Amen.
Amen, brother.
Amen.
All right. My flowers, I got a birthday girl tomorrow. My youngest daughter, Sky Marie Ellison. She'll be 6 years old tomorrow. So I just wanted to give her my flowers. So, because I know she had a little birthday party today at school that, the parents came attend because y'all ain't letting parents in the school.
They know y'all.
Yeah, y'all ain't letting.
Ain't us.
You know how y'all do. Yeah. Can't no parents get into school. But, I just wanted to wish her a happy 6th birthday. Tell her that I love her.
Happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday. Flowers go to you, baby girl. I love you so much.
Okay.
Rigo,
you got something?
I got flowers. They go to my children, man. My daughter, she's 19. I didn't bring her in this world, but she's mine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And she's cultured. She paints. She plant flowers, and and she's in tune with with everything. You know what I'm saying? And I admire her. I love her. I'm inspiring her. I'm about to teach her how to make clothes, everything. And she's with it, and I'm proud of her.
Good.
And
in school too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, in school, yeah.
And my son, his birthday was 2 days ago.
Yep. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Your twin.
Yeah.
Yep, your twin. Definitely your twin.
Couldn't deny that. So
Not at all, my brother. Not at all.
he gives me no problems, man. Just the normal kid stuff.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Oh,
He's
yeah.
a boy, but he gives me no problems, and I love him to death, man. And I couldn't ask for nothing more.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up.
All right. We're going to wrap this thing up, y'all.
You want to tell them about the next show, or?
I'm about to tell you. Yeah, we got to.
Let them know.
Look,
It's locked in.
we've been telling y'all to look out for some things.
We've been telling y'all what's coming.
Telling y'all that there's some things coming. We got a live show coming up, and we're going to be at the. Y'all probably remember a few shows ago. We had them at as a business spotlight. It was called the Vibrary. The Vibrary is a wine and book bar. It's located in Stone Mountain Village, right downtown Stone Mountain Village. We're going to be doing a live show there on the 15th of October. It's free of charge. All we ask that when you come in, get you some wine. If you like books, check out the books. Support the business. But we're going to have a live show. We're going to do some interaction. We're going to interact with y'all. We're going to take pics.
Come talk to us.
We're going to talk to you.
Comment.
Pass the mic around.
We're going to pass
Questions,
the mic around.
live.
We're going to have a nice
all
topic
you, baby.
for you. Yes. We're going to kiss babies and shake hands.
Yes.
Come out. If you are in the Stone Mountain area, Lithonia area, Covington, Conyers, Georgia area, anywhere surrounding, if you're out of town, come see us, man. It's a nice vibe in the Vibrary. You can check it out on IG. It's called the Vibrary. Vibrary. I think I might embarrass myself. Yeah.
Something like
that. You check. Look, it's on my page. It's on our page, the Comfortably Uncomfortable. Go on there. Check it out, and come support us on the 15th, man. Come out and just see us, man. We just want to kick it with you.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a live show. We're gonna have some nice things going on. We're gonna interact with you, like we said. But that is October the 15th on a Friday, just like tonight. We're gonna start things about 8 o'clock, so get there a little early. Like I said, it's free of charge, no cover charge. Come out, join. Now it's a small venue. We only can fit probably about 60, 75 people in there at the most. So it's a first come, first serve type thing now.
Yep.
But it is a nice, elegant setting. But the Vibrary, check it out. Come support us.
Come be a part of the conversation.
We'll have a nice topic, and we will be promoting and let you know what the topic is. So
for sure.
That way you can go and get your notes together too.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And your questions.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Clearing our thoughts. Any other thoughts, comments, questions?
Pretty good.
No, I'm good, man.
Good.
Yeah. We start back up. We'll be another 2 hours.
Oh no, yeah. Go ahead.
We will definitely see y'all hopefully on the 15th of October. Vibrary, like I said.
Put it on your calendars and come out.
Come out and support. We're gonna, like I said, it's gonna be some interaction and we'll have some fun.
Yeah.
But we thank you for joining and
appreciate
us
y'all
on episode 10. We love you. Thank you. We'll see you next time.
Have a good night.
So good night.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great one.
Yeah. Definitely was. Put this in the highlight.